the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Atlanta Dream going up against the Indiana Fever. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Vanafitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
We've got a great one for you tonight. These Indiana Fever faithful are already rocking and rolling.
Well, the energy already high in here. When you have a rivalry matchup like this, everybody is getting amped up.
And for the Dream, this was not an opponent they enjoyed facing last season, as they lost all 4 matchups against the Fever.
And a quick look at how the Indiana Fever's schedule is shaping up.
On Thursday, they'll start out on the road to play the Dream in Atlanta. Then on Saturday, New York Liberty coming into town, and that's going to start a homestand for them.
And you know, for that matchup with the Sun, that's going to be their 6th contest of the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to grow as the season goes on.
Tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
Now here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Howard. Beyond the arc.
Good work defensively by Sophie Cunningham. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Guarded by Canada. Pass to Clark. Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And here's Canada. Outside Howard. Screen by Griner. To the middle. That's in. Coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
What a physical presence down low. Griner's not afraid of anyone when she's around the basket.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Boston outside. Mitchell outside. Right wing, Caitlin Clark with the 3. Green with the rebound. Pass to Canada. Gray outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Clark outside. Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on her. From down in the low post, it goes.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Well, watching the 2024 playoffs, you felt so good for Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, here's someone who had never been close to the postseason and then makes her first trip in her 7th year. And she showed out, dropping 21 in her playoff debut. Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Jones. Gray outside. Here's Howard. Picked by Jones. To the inside. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just 1 miss on their first 5 shots.
Indiana with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Howard. Back to Mitchell. To the wing on the left.
Outside Cunningham.
Clark releases.
Howard the screen.
Clark outside. Hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now here's Canada. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Griner. Now here's Gray. Outside Howard. Griner with the screen. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Dream. Atlanta in the lead.
Here's Pow Pow.
Now Gray. Back to Howard. Let's go with a 3. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Clark missing.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Now here's Pow Pow. She's guarded by Boston.
Pass to Gray. Jones. On the wing, Ryan Howard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Howard's with it. Howard's there. Back to Mitchell. Clark, right side. The bank shot, no good.
She's trying to get them back into it, but the results haven't been there.
Griner with the ball. Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. That doesn't go either for Ryan Howard. The Fever trailing. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Clark. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
That shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
In the offseason, Atlanta added some major front court firepower.
They signed 6'9" Brittany Griner, taking her from Phoenix after 12 years with the Mercury. Also adding 6'3" Brianna Jones, a 3-time All-Star with Connecticut. Those are 2 huge pieces. Huge. Pun intended.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 8. And Jones pulls it down.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Clark. That's her first foul.
Tough call there, and a tough break for the D.
But I don't have a problem with the call, Tim. She looked like she was still sliding in there.
Fever on D. They trail by 6.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Griner over Boston. The Dream again can't hit. Clark guarded by Jones. Now Howard. Over Pow Pow. Howard can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Pass to Pow Pow.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Yeah, that pass seemed to catch her off guard, and it simply clanked off her hands.
So it's Indiana now. 6-point game. Here's Powers. That's good, and it's Carrie McDonald with the assist.
Spacing the floor with her long-range shooting. Powers, fantastic at connecting from deep.
Here's Howard. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Outside Powers. Pass to Boston. Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Gray. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Powers with it. And it's Howard picking her up. And here's Powers. Turner with the bucket.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
The Dream Trail. Outside Howard. Pass to Pow Pow. Back to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. Boston up top. Defended by Coffey. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Howard. Here's Pow Pow. The 3. They get it back. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
At the line for the Dream. Now scoring. 1 shot.
Now here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. Off target from 3-point range. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Dream up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
I like the confidence that this side has shown early on here.
I usually don't agree with Tim, but I do here. You know, they've been the more aggressive team early on, and it shows.
Jeez, thanks.
Stolen by Walker Kimbrough. Inside.
So difficult to guard given Coffey's size. She presents a lot of problems for defenders.
Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
That one's off.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
Well, we know basketball is big in Indiana, and man, do they love the Fever here.
I mean, this place is normally sold out these days, massive crowds with tons of energy. This might be the best home court advantage in the W.
McDonald, no good. Atlanta leading. Here's Howard. Puts up a three. Turner grabs the board. Mitchell outside. Stolen by Nia Coffey. Pass to Hillman. That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. The Dream making a switch here. Here's McDonald. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Down low, Howard with the steal. 3-on-3. Pass to Hillman. Over Turner. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake freezes the D.
That's what the fake's there for. Get your defender off her feet and drive right around her.
Mitchell outside. McDonald. Six to shoot. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Canada. Outside for Pow Pow. From outside, off the mark. The Fever trailing. Outside Powers. To the paint, Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
Nice dime from Powers. She's all about trying to make her teammates better.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. For three, Ryan Howard. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Cunningham sets a screen. McDonald, no good. Now Pow Pow. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Coffey. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. Aerial Powers on the wing. Off target with the three. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Pass to Canada. And here's Hillman. Canada with the screen. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Mitchell outside. Turner. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. And he'll go to the line. And don't forget this game tonight. It's one of 10 games for this team that's part of the Commissioner's Cup standings.
It also counts towards the regular season, so this contest really shows up in the standings twice. An interesting wrinkle to this one.
You know, it's rare to see players stick in the same place, especially in this era. So it's special seeing Kelsey Mitchell on the Fever.
Well, she went second overall to Indiana back in 2018. And listen, there wasn't much winning for Mitchell her first 6 years in Indianapolis, but she never complained, and the Fever have turned things around.
Back to Howard from downtown, and the rebound goes to the Fever.
In the first, she was killing them from outside, but in the second, she just can't get it going.
Mitchell outside. Over Gray. Again, the miss by the Fever. Outside Canada. Pass to Gray. To end the drought. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Constantly in a position to score. Gray loves to shoot it off of a crisp pass.
Outside McDonald. To the inside. Oop, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Canada with it. McDonald picks her up. The kick out to Canada. Shoots over McDonald. Turner grabs the board. Cunningham left side. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. That one on Howard.
The one thing that Sophie Cunningham brings to this team in bundles, energy.
Constantly moving on both ends. Cunningham has great length at 6'1", and is out there to add a spark to her teams and mix it up a little bit.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, one thing you love about Sophie Cunningham, she's never afraid, brings this squad relentless energy.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. Atlanta leading. The pick by Jones. Gray misses the three.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go through the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The two got lucky.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Pow for three. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Pass to Clark.
Back to Cunningham.
On the wing, Gary McDonald. Now here's Clark. And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston. That is her first foul of the game.
Checking in for your Indiana Fever, number 10, Lexi Hall.
Canada with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. The pick by Jones. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, after spending her first 8 seasons in Connecticut, Brianna Jones has a new home.
Yeah, what a run it was for her with the Sun. Didn't start a game until her 4th year there, but ended up making 3 All-Star games. She was a huge part of 2 finals teams.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, remember they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
Now here's Boston.
And the shot is good.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Jones. Here's Hillman. The three from Alicia Gray. Sinks the triple.
The defense has not done a good job of getting after her because that's her 2nd three-pointer this quarter.
And here's McDonald. Clark outside. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Not her best performance scoring the ball thus far.
Outside Canada. Jones. Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. No good with the triple. The Fever trailing. Now here's Clark. He has 5. And here's Boston. Kicks it out to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. That shot off the mark.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Here's Canada. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside McDonald. Back to Cunningham. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Plays with lots of movement offensively. Great from the perimeter, but also capable of doing damage inside.
Atlanta with the ball. And the dream call time here.
And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
Gray outside. Deflected. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Down low. And the basket by Howard.
I just love the composure Howard plays with inside. She's so comfortable around the rim.
Atlanta trailing here. Pass to Jones. Gray right side. Outside Canada. Shot clock at 6. To Howard. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Alicia Gray.
Clark outside. Pass to Boston. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Fever on top, leading by a point. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, Mitchell getting it done today.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Pass to Clark. Boston sets a screen. Clark can't get it to go.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Outside Canada. Howard. She's covered by Cunningham. A nice shot by Griner.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Now Clark. Pass to Howard. Mitchell. Boston sets a screen. Fires from deep. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Atlanta leading. Inside, Jones. A basket good off the assist from Alicia Gray.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
Indiana with the ball. Howard, guarded by Jones. Mitchell left side. Over Gray. From out on the wing, she knocks it down.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That'll be her second foul of the game. Over a minute and a half into this third quarter action. Gray outside. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Timeout called the Fever. The Fever trailing. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Clark. Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Northern Canada picks one up.
Well, because Howard is such a handful inside, sometimes the defense just decides to foul her.
And the first one drops.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
mean, one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. And she's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
That one is no good.
Big contest here in the Commissioner's Cup. Both of these teams considered elite.
And both have a solid chance of making the finals. It does not get any more serious than this.
Now here's Griner. And again, the dream score.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Jones outside. Griner with the screen. To the middle. Gray outside. Just 5 on the clock. From about 19 feet, the Fever pull it in.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark. For the lead. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Jones. Griner.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Everyone seems to be sleepwalking out on defense, and it's been that way ever since they came out of the half.
Mitchell with it. 13 points in this game. Pass to Howard. Now here's Mitchell. Gray defending. And here's Clark. 8 points for her.
Brianna Jones with some nice D.
Gray outside. Jones. She's covered by Clark. Griner's shot's good.
Always helps to get a player like Jones, a center, setting up others.
And it's the Fever ball. Trailing by 5.
Boston outside.
Clark outside. 6 on the shot clock. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
The first free throw is good.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
So she gets them both.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Gray.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Left side, Howard. From the arc.
Offensive board.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
This is what Boston brings to your team. So much confidence in securing the offensive board.
Howard. She's covered by Cunningham.
And she finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Yeah, hip-hopping around if you ask me. Look, their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
And it's the Fever ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Boston. Now here's Mitchell. Tipped and stolen by Canada. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Seems like they found their offense at halftime, made some adjustments because they've shot much better since the break.
Maybe it was changing baskets, or maybe the coach just kind of really riled them up in the halftime locker room speech. But guys, they have looked a lot better offensively.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 13. Clark left side. Outside Cunningham. Fires the 3. The rebound by Brittany Griner. Now here is Canada. Pass to Jones. Here's Griner. Now Howard. 6 to shoot. Over Cunningham. No good off front iron.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
And here's Boston. Pass to Clark. Over Canada. Again, the miss by the Fever.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Gray outside. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
To end the run! Outside Cunningham. 17-foot shot on the way, and it's Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Canada. Pass to Jones. Trey. Jones, guarded by Howard. And that one's good. Jones.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Now here's Mitchell. 13 points in this game. Outside Howard. Boston. Now here's Clark, guarded by Canada. And the shot goes in.
Nice decision by Boston. She's got solid passing skills out of the post.
Now Canada. And the Dream call time here.
Looking back at the Dream last year, they struggled scoring the ball.
Yeah, they finished last in the league in scoring. Big reason why? Well, they only shot 30% from deep, the second worst in the W.
And the Dream making a change here. On defense, the Fever, trailing by 10. And there's a whistle. That goes on Turner. That is her third foul so far.
Number 32, Shatori Walker-Kindred.
Here's Hillman. 7 points in the game. Pass to Pau. Here's Hillman. The 19-foot shot. A shot is good on the assist by Pau.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Now here's Powers. Now Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Back to Powers. Wing shot on the way. The shot will not fall.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Pau, guarded by McDonald. Pau with it. It's rebounded by McDonald. Outside Powers. To the inside. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. And no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Dream, up by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And here are the Dream. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. A three from Alicia Gray. It's rebounded by McDonald. Outside Sims. Fires for three. That shot off. And here's Canada. Pass to Coffey. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Now here's McDonald. Powers, Gray defending. Back to Boston. Cunningham sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Boston. From down low. Rebounded by Coffey. Here's Pau. Gray outside. Crafty move. And she takes it up and lays it in.
With all the shots this offense has drained here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark. And I'm not that good at math, but I know that's a good mark to be at.
Anytime you make more than you miss, Brian, it certainly is good. And any team in the league will take that. Excellent.
Now here is Sims. Baseline jumper. Indiana again missing. And so here's Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Canada with it, guarded by McDonald. The shot by Canada, no good. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Now here is Canada. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Dream able to keep the ball here. Both teams will make substitutions. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gray for the basket for her 10th make. 10 for 12. That's 82%.
8 of the last 10 points. That's right. You heard me right. 8 of their last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint. Something's got to change.
You know, the defense making it far too easy for them, and they're taking advantage.
Now here's McDonald. Pass to Powers. Inside. Howard can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Gray outside. Screen by Griner. Down low. A basket good off the assist from Alicia Gray.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
Now here's Boston. With the fadeaway. Griner with the rebound. Now Canada. Pass to Griner. Now Hillman. Guarded by Howard. Outside Canada. And here's Pow Pow. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
Outside Cunningham. Here's Howard. Guarded by Canada. Back to Cunningham. Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup. So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. But the winning players are going to get a little bit more. So I would say that's great incentive for them.
And she makes the first.
In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing in Indiana.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year, over 500. So Green fans are hungry for a winner. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
The Fever really having a tough go here. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Here's Clark. Soft touch off the glass.
No, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Here's Pow Pow. Pass to Griner. Walker Kimbrough. Picked by Jones. Inside. To the inside. Here's Griner. And she makes that one.
Since halftime, she's finally coming around.
Indiana with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Now here's Howard. Pass to Powers. Mitchell covered by Walker Kimbrough. Outside Powers. 5 on the clock. Back to Clark. Takes the three. Good. And the assist goes to Ariel Powers.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
And Atlanta has possession. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside Howard. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And it looks like she still has some of the shooting touch that she did in the first.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the paint. Griner. She's guarded by Griner.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Back to Mitchell. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Chicken wing.
That turnover is not typical of the performance that she's turned in today. In fact, it's her only turnover of the game, and to me that just shows what a solid job she's done today of taking care of the rock.
Canada with it. Outside Howard. Griner with the screen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
What a great performance in this half. Now, she didn't really play as well in the first, but you know that she's someone who can turn it around in a hurry.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Howard. Back to Mitchell.
Kicks it out to Clark.
From outside the arc. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Canada. Pass to Howard. Griner. Screen by Griner. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. She's taken just 10 shots.
Capable of scoring in bunches. Griner hits shots from various spots on the floor.
Now here's Mitchell.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside, and they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Cunningham.
Guarded by Howard. Howard.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
And Atlanta has possession. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. From deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
Here's Mitchell. Now Clark shoots the three. It's good from long range.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight. They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
It takes an extraordinary combination of talent and desire to put in the kind of performance she has today.
Now here's Gray. Here's Griner. Yes, it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 for 12 shooting tonight.
She's carrying a lot of the load offensively, and normally that's good news for them.
Here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Canada. Gray outside. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Caitlin Clark with the three. Griner with the rebound. Outside Howard. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
And that'll wrap it up